Chimakara chalar no morigo Mimasgame la marochigo Tarkaviti salam budari shida
Maqu lies to the southwest of Gannan Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture. It's one of the most sparsely populated counties in Gannan and has the highest average elevation. The Amni Maqu Mountains are to the southwest and the Hexigten Mountains to the east. From here, the Tibetan plateau begins to descend to the lowest plateau and the Sichuan Basin. It's embraced by the first bend of the Yellow River, which forms a 400-kilometer-long arc. In the Mother River's arms are undulating pastures, which once belonged to the Di tribes. Chu is Tibetan for river. Maqu is China's only county named after the Yellow River. It has numerous springs, 28 rivers, and more than 300 streams, which flow into the Yellow River. An important upstream source for the river is the broad Sung wetland in Maqu, from which it receives a huge amount of additional water. Jumajia has a big family. 3 generations live under one roof. It's the end of the day, so his wife, daughters, and daughters-in-law are busy making dinner. Yak meat buns are an indispensable delicacy. Sitting by the warm fire, they are going to make 2 major decisions. Whether they should live apart the following year since the home is a bit crowded, and whether they should migrate to another winter pasture. Every morning, Jumajia carries out a ritual to pay respect to the gods of heaven and earth in front of the family tent. They believe that the smell of burning pine will please the god of the mountains. Gazung Danzeng is a great horseman. He lives on the Sung wetland, which is said to be the battlefield where legendary King Gazar fought off evil forces. Like other young riders, Gazung Danzang hopes to win respect in the horse race, just like the hero King Gazar. Maqu has the biggest and best grassland in Asia. It covers 90% of the county's total area. Of the 40,000 kinds of grass, most come from either the Gramineous or Cyperaceae family. However, in recent decades, due to climate change and overgrazing, desertification has arisen and many springs have dried up. The Yellow River is also under threat. Jumajia's winter pastures lie in the floodplain of the magnificent Yellow River. Desertification once threatened those pastures and the cattle.
다지게 팀이 그 랑가지 좀바쇼는 단디 체카야르만디 서는 단디미 나트 자가지게는 님이 동트기는 팀이 팀도 다지 커러네 강그 간산이 리라나니 리메 잡고 뭐또 잡디 쳔노지가 하고 더컴보이 오늘이 다 자이초도 뒤지고 뭐 자이초 총총으로 그래서 그 자이초대 당에 그 낙치가 안 가지고 검부는 못 하고 그도 그요는 말인데 심해 떡떡이모 심해 그 다치리 보는 여자네 대단들인데 리메 타오 뒤상아단디 자이기 링고 너 잠못다 팀이 뒤서단디 나가다 그 그렇게 셨네 더 세전데 그 로데 다 리메 데이네 니 탕르게 타오네 탕아 자이기 됐다게 너가라 다더니 수카 이게 됐거든 동사사용 상강라오 뒤답스그 용 사던 강고도 잡지고 그 하나 강송도 수카 다 사티네가 양니가 그 롬노데도 또용 시에지도
Their efforts are limited, but many Tibetans living here are like Jumajia. Maqu is the home to the Hachu horse, which along with the Ili horse and Siana horse is one of the best-known species in China. It has great stamina and can endure harsh climates. They're good for both pulling carts and riding. Their erect ears and stocky frames are reminiscent of the war horses buried with the terracotta armor. The Maqu people promote the sport of polo, amongst other things, to help maintain interest in the species. Legend has it that King Gazar rode a Hachu horse in the battle. Many local horse riding events are very popular, including the King Gazar horse riding contest held in Maqu. Gazung Danzang was last year's winner. He's determined to win it again this year.
The
life of King Gazar is a living epic, sung by many local folk singers. Legend has it that this place was besieged by natural disasters and monsters in ancient times. Buddha created Gazar on the Maqu grasslands. Gazar had a difficult childhood. At the age of 12, he seized the throne by winning a horse riding contest. Later, he defeated so many demons and other enemies that when their remains were piled up, they formed this hill in the wetland. The horse riding contest comes to an end. Gazang wins the 10,000-meter race. King Gazar won the throne, while Gazang wins a motorcycle.
거리가 송주비나 다수 원마망한데나 늘 마치 마크 땅하고 사차리 dimtrotam torgang리 문더니 자단 디민데나 지가서 화음선들이 되나 치망하드 마라송나 땅 갑사니라 하고모 디미테 다른 것 되나 나가다 되나 가져가지 단들게나 정거 나야라 마란더니 야라 마란 조딘데 용네 다른 거 뒤사시고 그 너 치미도 시고 그 다때 뒤네 시가지
The Tao River originates in Wuchu County, adjacent to Maqu. Wuchu County is also the source of the Bailong River, a tributary to the Jialing River. The nearby Maqu Temple is a local tourist attraction. The Zacha Stone Forest stands on the south bank of the Tao River. It's comprised of limestone that has been eroded by the elements. The Di and Qiang people lived here during the Qing dynasty. The undulating peaks of the Xiqing Mountains ensure that Luchu's terrain slopes significantly from west to east. Western Luchu has many mountain meadows, while the east is much hillier. The Gahai wetland is the largest wetland in the region. It's a haven for migratory birds.
대가 도그다니 또 지역으로 동자다 다소 야는 그 스치를 그냥 듣고 없이 단단한 남바 제코치는 적셔가 강화를 너무 차니 되나 단디나 시 할송고 싫은 강화를 더 랑거서 고르모 쳤어 섬으로 갈 때면서 자르급그 쳤어 다섬 저 때면서 다 라라즈그 로로 또 내가 롭자 당아주도 시그도 사바나나 용금 내려 다카 예지 메가 다 적석그 되는 센티를 꼬마서가 딱히 다카 데 한딱 메가 तम समय कतो तासोप आंदे खान दितना ताते क्षेत्र में चोता नवाना सर तासोप आंदे खान दितना ताते क्षेत्र में चोता नवाना सर 다시는 또 귀신처럼
지우가 또 두줄 니는 맞으면 주지 대리는 그냥 귀신이셔.
Gong Bao Jia is in his 60s. He lives here with his wife, his grandson, and 2 granddaughters. His son and daughter-in-law still live on the pasture a few kilometers away. The family is still adjusting to settled life. Maqu Temple is one of the most important monasteries in Gannan. A stream runs past the front of the temple. It's the source of the Bailong River, a tributary of the Yangtze. When Lisa was young, locals said that she looked like the Chinese actress Liu Shaoqing. She opened this cafe 30 years ago with only 60 yuan.
姓啥就不知道。
没事。拜拜。
Flourishing tourism has transformed the once quiet Lungmu Temple. Lisa doesn't like change. She believes that over-commercialization will affect the atmosphere.
이 아버지 부부는 군에도 나네 아버지를 하기 등기지 아니 마스면 아니 다저 지대 코너로 정을 그 지대 my birthday is in December. 아무제. 여러분, 무사무사무 찍는다고 이게 되어라.
나이 리카리티 땀치대서. 그 시선은 자판대 때는 순에 다 한가스 난다. 때는 순에 소학시가 와 하는. 저기다 약간 매래 그 시. 대강나 장가서 소화상부터 하나 그 내었다. 다고 동서 자리 그 공시다.
有的一亲眼看见的，两个黄呀，一个变腿呀，冲过去，但这跟也没关系，我抓住了一点，都是人家过去。那时候我们摩托也没有，车也没有，队也不好。
Shiha Dao is recalling his time as a young man. He and the villagers have been protecting the birds at the Gahai wetland for 30 years. Gahai in Maqu County is a breeding ground for many migratory birds. Shiha Dao believes that all these birds have a special spirit.
你比如说黄呀，你打一个，它的地水大哈，再就我们这个头上一天飞转，我们黑的厉害的很，有的老人们一晚上看着睡不着，这个太可怜，我们这个就还得特别多。
Zhang Yang, an old acquaintance of Shiha Dao, is the director of the Gahai Protection Station and an avid bird lover. In the 1990s, the state set up the station and began diverting water from the Zhongchu River to Gahai. The ecosystem gradually recovered. As more and more birds came here to breed, Zhang has become increasingly busy.
我18岁开这个店，我一直开着40多岁，快50岁了，我一直我的生意好，我的生意真的好。
Lisa misses the quiet town of her youth, but understands the importance of progress.
还是这希望就是这越来越人多，希望就越来越发展，越人多越发展好。
아까 가정들이 답가르도 지르데 다음에 기타 가정들이 저가서 된 순에 다 마셔고 마마 공화로 고기 그다 카르다 먹이고 다음에 찾다라 강산데 너무 좋다 다 한가서 소진다 다 저가서 소화 형수 다시 올때기 좋다 싶으시네 हर्षित तुम तन्य के शाही करो से जी में कथा के चिचप के शाही पता जो देन ता सेंचेज तेरी नाज दब जिन ता के ना नगरा जिन काट दो ता छारा जिन काट दो ता के सेंचे न्या दक्षि खरी शिमा मशी लो मोचो ता ये के सिचु सुका जी से
doktorka. 그래서 我等月生节。
这一个报纸你是了，你说固定基本上这个。
Today, there is very little poaching. Jiang Yong's job is to record the bird population. Birds are extremely sensitive to the environment. Any changes in their numbers provide an important barometer of the Gahai ecosystem.
别欠压，有鸟是指标是9只。
当时还是这个方位，看到有个40多只这个鹤。当时我说，哎，这一群黑颈鹤很大的，数量也很多，心里面也比较激动。我一拍一看，不是黑颈鹤。当时拍完以后，我就去查阅资料，以后它是灰鹤，也是国家2级保护的。那么这个就是让人很兴奋，让人很激动的了，因为这是一个新纪录，那在嘎海没有啊。
张勇天天整有经验，整他懂啥都不害怕。
Tracking the bird population is not easy work. It requires care, patience, professional knowledge, and commitment. Zhang has his wife's understanding and support.
他觉得我的这个职业很高尚的。
Shi Hadao hopes to continue guarding these birds well into the future.
干到这就是了，就这么喜欢，这个没事。
A passion for life connects these two men, one Tibetan, the other Han Chinese, along the rivers of this plateau. Ganan is both an ecological barrier on the eastern edge of the Tibetan Plateau and the key to environmental preservation in the Yellow River Basin. Today it has become an environmental protection zone and an ecological model. This is a story told by the people of Dunhuang about their hometown, their dreams, their lives, and their destiny. Meeting Maqu and Luchu, film crew heads over to Dunhuang and Juoni in the Ganan Autonomous Prefecture. They discover how a peaceful wilderness dominated by mountains and rivers has influenced the development of China. Join us for part 3 of the nearest snow-covered plateau.